Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, July 13th, 2019. It is approximately 8:54 a.m. Saturday morning here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am on Broadway right now, West Broadway. I'm at the scene where Tuesday's crash occurred or took place at the corner of Broadway in Lyndale, West Broadway and Lyndale Avenue in the North Minneapolis area. This is the mall, the check cashing place, the liquor store, and then across the street there's the Cub Foods. And this is where the incident had taken place 4 days ago, where 6 victims were struck or were plowed into by a van driven by an elderly guy, 83-year-old George Jensen. It happened 9:25 a.m. Tuesday morning. And like I said, it happened at West Broadway and Lyndale Avenue. I'm reading from my notes, so I'm looking down. And like I said, the suspect name is George Jensen. He's 83 years old, from Champlin, Minnesota. The make and model of his vehicle is a 2002 Gold Ford van. And there were like 6 victims were involved. And I just got an update this morning. I read the Star Tribune, and what they were saying is that 2 of the victims still remain. They are still in critical condition at this moment. And I think they were saying that 2, where 1 was treated at the scene the day of the incident and released from the scene. And the others were taken to the hospital, but 1 was released from the hospital. 2 are still in fair, stable condition, and 2 remain to be they are still in critical condition. And I read that this morning. And the the victims, I'm gonna say their names, and hopefully I'm saying their name correctly. If I botch their names, I apologize. 1 victim goes by the name of, his name is Zulu Eshitu. He's 56. Richard H. Smith, 52. Both are Minneapolis residents. They are the ones that remain in critical condition at North Memorial Health Hospital in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. The 3rd victim is Napoleon Durley Jr. He's 61 years old, of St. Louis Park, and he has been upgraded to fair condition. He's also at North Memorial. Anthony Brown, 56, and El Muiz, I'm sorry if I apologize. El Muiz Gilbert Tiala, 57. Both of Minneapolis are in stable condition at HCMC. So, like I said, we have Zulu Eshitu, 56, Richard H. Smith, 52, Napoleon Durley Jr., 61, at St. Louis Park, Anthony Brown, and El Muiz Gulbart Tiala. And like I said, there was a 6th victim. He was treated at the scene and released thereafter. We're allowed to go. The suspect, Mr. George Jensen, was taken into custody the day of the incident, the crash, and he was let go, and that has raised a lot of concern with many folks. Also, he was not given a field sobriety test at the time of the incident. He was not given a field sobriety test by the Metro Transit Police. nor was he given a field sobriety test by the Minneapolis Police Department. But I learned this morning from reading the Star Tribune, what's his name? Howie. Let me see if I can find it now. I apologize. Bear with me here. Mr. Howie Padilla of the Metro Transit. He's the spokesman for the Metro Transit. According to him, he has stated that Mr. George Jensen was given a breathalyzer or tested for alcohol or drugs while he was taken back to the Metro Transit police headquarters. But my question is, how long did it take from the time of the incident to the time he was tested? How much time had expired? Because if he did have alcohol in his system, and if they waited too long to test him, then his concentration, alcohol blood level, or his concentration of alcohol would have diminished or gone down if there was a lot of time that passed by between the incident and the alleged testing of Mr. George Jensen. So this is where we are. That's one of the buses. That's the 14G leaving. And this is, like I said, an area. That is the mall behind me right there. And that is, you see they put the shelter up again, a new shelter. The bug doesn't stop. It was erected probably that same day or maybe the next day, I don't know. Some eyewitnesses, according to eyewitnesses, they've stated that Mr. Jensen has basically, he drove around the block several times before crashing into the 6 victims at that bus shelter that was there at the time. I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call.